It looks that there's potential that this couloir is the steepest couloir I've ever attempted, so I am a bit I don't know, a bit nervous to go. That's gonna be a gnarly way down to ride.
How am I gonna ride that? Just crossed the border from Finland to Norway and I got my mandatory coffee. High hopes that we could actually find a new mission and tick one adventure off my list.
Hi, I'm Antti and this is Arctic Lines, a series where I try to complete a list of 30 freeride adventures only a day's drive from my home. 2 weeks have passed since the last episode in the blizzard of Tamokdalen. We had the time of our lives riding the deepest snow I have ever experienced in the Arctic. But when the storm just kept going, the conditions became a bit tricky.
Actually, too much snow is not perfect conditions. If this keeps coming down, it's just gonna get even more dangerous.
We got out just before both of the roads to the valley were closed. Now the snowpack has settled a bit and the overall conditions for tree riding are just amazing. This is the type of riding I could do for the rest of my life.
Sitä vauhtia tuli niin paljon, se oli ihan uskomaton kun lensi vaan.
But I want to show you all the possibilities that the Arctic has to offer for freeriding. So after a few good days of shredding powder, we headed for a different kind of experience.
We are going to Sultinden. It's in near Lyngside in Lyngen Alps, and there's a couloir called Batman, and we're gonna go there with the local mountain guide Fredrik Aspö, and we're gonna go check how the snow is. I still can't understand why it's called the Batman. Kyllä se on vähän ikävästi ottanut unta pois täältä Pureen yläpuolelta toi tuuli, että olin toivonut, että se lämmin sää olisi saanut sen pysymään vähän paremmin. Well, climbing was my first introduction basically, and I started before I knew that it was a real hobby. So I just started climbing stuff outside in the forests of Sipoo, southern Finland. After doing the military service, I came out here to northern Norway and started skiing in the winter and climbing in the summer a lot. And eventually, because I wanted to do this as much as possible, it was clear to me that guiding is the way to do it. Onko tää meidän kuru? Oh, it looks pretty cool. A couloir. Hard to say. Maybe hard.
Riding the Batman couloir gave us a lot of intel about the snow above the tree line. As expected, the way up was wind-hammered and icy, but the snow in the couloir felt surprisingly good.
Little bit of ice. Not bad.
A bit hard, but easily workable and steady. Conditions like these may not provide the ultimate riding experience, but there's one category of riding where the snowpack is perfect. Steep and tight couloirs that are considered climbing routes. These are lines that you don't ride for the sake of fabulous snowboarding experience. It's all about adventure, adrenaline and good views. A steady, hard snowpack is what you need for controlled and safe way up and down.
Fucking long couloir, holy shit! Here is hard! Here is hard!
With an experienced climbing guide like Fredrik with us, we looked for a potential line in nearby area that could be added to the list.
Tiukka se on kuin mikä.
And we just might have found it.
I think it will be a great adventure. good with a little bit of alpine action, a little bit of climbing and stuff like that.
There's potential that this couloir is the steepest couloir I've ever attempted, so I am a bit, I don't know, a bit nervous to go there, but
Special conditions require a special line, and this is it.
The New Year's rocket is located in Tyttöpartinden, which is considered a climbing destination, not something you would find in a guidebook for freeriding. The bottom half is very tight and has a cliff band. In these conditions, that makes the whole line a no-fall zone. The line gets a bit wider in the middle, and this is the place where you can potentially enjoy some good turns, if the snow is soft enough. The top part is difficult and has a major choke. It's very tight and steep with holes, ice and rocks hiding underneath the snow. This is the most critical and dangerous section of the line.
Steep all the way. At the bottom, we're not even in the mouth of the couloir yet. Double axing today. Fredrik's making fun of me. I'm double axing today.
Ja harvoinhan sitä saa sellaista suoranaista palautetta siitä, että on tehnyt hyvän päätöksen, mutta tätä kurua oltiin menossa just silloin aikaisemmin siinä vuonna 2014. Rupes tulee vähän lunta ja aika paljon tuulta korkealla, niin me mietittiin, että ei lähetä. Mut sit oli 1 tai 2 tromssalaista kundia oli lähtenyt tätä ja ne oli päässyt ehkä johonkin siihen, missä me nyt ollaan tai ehkä vähän alempaa. Tuli reilu ja epävarma, jos se oli sluffi tai ihan pikku laatta, mikä oli muodostunut tähän johonkin, mutta niille syliin. Selvisivät ilman niinku vakavempia fyysisiä vammoja, mutta tosi säikähtäneitä.
From the road it looks so small, but when you're here it's like, holy, we're like in the middle of this freaking face and it's still so far up. So it's gonna be a long accent and long descent. Sorry about my English, I'm a Finnish person.
what is the difference between accent and accent?
Okay, now I understand why it's a climbing route.
Yes. Now I'm in my element.
Now you're in your element, and now I'm out of my element. Se on teidän kiipeilijöiden kanssa tämmöstä. That's gonna be a gnarly way down to ride. Holy shit. How the hell am I gonna do that?
Welcome
Nice, thank you.
to the launching platform.
Oh man, endless. Oh, places where we can visit. That crux is gonna keep me honest though. Mä menen rauhassa.
Kyllä, oikeassa rauhassa.
The top part was really steep and I had 2 options. Go down super fast into the open field, but underneath the fresh snow there was some hard back, so I decided like I'm gonna take it super easy on the steep part, and then when it opened up a bit I was able to let go and just ride. Yeah, we have some pow. Oh. Yeah! Woo! How cool was that? True freaking sick Couloir. Little bit of cracks, little bit of bad snow, little bit of good snow. Good mountain experience, which is not done yet. But I'm gonna have a lunch here with this freaking view. A super cool adventure, which is not done because we're above a pretty big exposure. We have to cut to the left and get out from this other couloir. I'm like, man, this is a no wonder it's freaking climbing route.
Tarttu suksi jäi tohon. Ei kun tossa alhaalla menee. No, yhdellä suksella pärjää. Top part, a little bit steeper, proper climbing, get to use the axe and a little bit of ice, stuff like that. That's just what I like, to get a little bit more adventure out of it.
Yeah, you were much happier when it started to get steeper for climbing. I was more like, how am I gonna ride this well? But when it opened up, that was like, I think that was really good riding actually. Not like super deep and you couldn't really do like big surfy turns, but you could like let go a bit, and that was really nice. We're gonna have a lot of fun in the trees, but up high you have to be a bit careful, and I think today we scored big time. And for tomorrow I think I wanna go to Tamok and ride some really good powder in the trees to end a good trip.